with your colors or anything. So, but for you, this is something that you've been doing for years. So, what exactly, in one sentence, would you call brand or the word brand?
Alright, thanks a lot for having me. It's great to be here. One sentence what branding is. Branding is an opinion people have when they think of something. So whatever that opinion is, whatever comes to your mind first, when you think of something, then that's the branding that project.
Okay, so I'm sure this is actually quite new because, just like I said, I've had talks with different people and they're like, branding is the logo, okay, this is what it looks like, but then this is something where he said this is the first thought people have of that brand once it is actually said. So it means that it actually goes beyond how nice it looks or how good it looks. So now, when we bring branding and seeing this brand can actually last long or that can really stand okay like the test of time. How do I put it in like let me look for a very simple way to actually put it. So what word would you say that if you have this and this in your brand, then you are so sure that in the next 10, 15, 16 years you would still be on the spotlight?
Alright. Um, and the thing is, branding is less about being in the spotlight or not. It's more about your truth. You understand? So a lot of people think of, I want to start this business, start this company, build this brand, and I want it to last 10 years. I want it to last 100 years. But that's a wrong mentality to have because you don't go into something, how long it will last. The success of a brand is just very similar to the success of a relationship or a marriage. It's the same thing that will make a marriage last, it's the same thing that will make a brand last. And it comes down to one thing, it's happiness. Once you are happy in a marriage, you wouldn't know when you reach your 10-year mark, your 20-year mark, your 50-year mark. You just say, oh, it's 50 years already. Same thing too if you are building a brand and you're happy doing what you're doing. You wouldn't know when you reach your 20-year mark. Like I went somewhere some weeks ago and I was telling them I've done design and branding for over 20 years. And I realized that a lot of people were surprised by that. And like 20 years, how did you do it? And I had to stop and think. I didn't think of doing it for 20 years. I just woke up each morning happy to do it. So when you think about building a brand, you need to be happy. You need to be happy doing what you are doing. It needs to align with your person, with your passion, with your intuition, with your inclination. Once it aligns with that, this thing about longevity just becomes a variable. It's not something you count. In fact, when you start counting things, it shows that you don't enjoy it anymore. When you start counting days, it shows that you're tired of your marriage. When you start counting how many days are in a week, when you start counting down to you can say, oh, how many Thursday or Friday, it means that you don't really enjoy that job. You understand? So when you start counting, it means that you are where you shouldn't be. So what makes a brand enjoy longevity, if that's what they're looking for, is to be happy doing what you're doing.
So one word, be happy doing what you're doing. So if you're really in that space where you're like, okay, maybe